Hi guys, today's video is all about blocks, limiting beliefs. Are these steps that you need to take to be able to manifest what you want? Do you need to be able to remove blocks? Is there such a thing as a block inside of you that is, or rather, mentally and emotionally, that is preventing you from getting what you want? I'm going to share my thoughts on this, my advice. Is this real? If it is, what do you do about it, right? So that's what I'm going to talk about in today's video. So stay tuned if you're interested. Please do thumbs up and subscribe. Turn on the notification bell because I have tons of manifestation content, literally almost every single day. And I also offer coaching if you're interested in that service. It starts from £30 and I think I have like 4 or 5 different packages now for you guys to choose from. All the information of prices and everything that I offer, including a guide on manifesting your SP, is linked on my Instagram page. All the details of how to book are there. LOA coaching, so take a look in the description box if you're interested, and let's get into it. What is a block? It's pretty much the same thing as a limiting belief. When people say block, you immediately think of something, obviously in this case intangible, that is within you, within your thoughts, within your being, that is stopping you from getting what you want. So it's basically the same as a limiting belief, because when it comes to manifestation, we're talking about our thoughts manifesting. So it's something that has caused you to think a certain way, have a certain belief. And to me, it just literally means the same thing as a limiting belief. Negative assumption. So how do we get rid of negative assumptions with law of assumption? Literally, it's in the word, it's in the title, right? It's in the name. Assumption. You change it into a positive, flip it around into the opposite so that it's something positive that you want. If they're not texting you, they are constantly texting me. If you don't feel beautiful, I'm extremely beautiful. It's so simple. You change your assumption and turn it into something positive. So to me, limiting beliefs are not something that are relevant or something you need to focus on and be like, I need to identify this or that. You just say what you want because you don't have it. And not having it is the negative assumption, right? So turning it into a positive means you're manifesting it into your experience. Literally all it comes down to is repeating your desired outcome, repeating what it is you want and saying as if you are having it right now. It's yours, or it's about to be yours, and you're going to be experiencing it at some point. You can use obviously future tense. You can say SP will marry me, or I will get perfect results on my exam. It doesn't have to be present tense, but the point is that you are saying that you have something or something will be yours. It's just about repeating that. So it's not about identifying a block, identifying a limiting belief. You can do this, and this can be part of the manifestation process. It's definitely linked to law of assumption, but it's an extra step you don't need. It would be like me saying you guys have to do 50 guided meditations on releasing resentment in order to get your SP back. Like, you have to let go of your resentment. You don't have to, and the resentment will probably fade. Emotional states will fade away and change as your situations and circumstances change. So whatever is in your 3D reality dictates your emotions. If SP comes back and apologizes or commits to you the way you've wanted for months or years, then you're not going to hold on to that resentment, right? It will fade away, or you'll find a way to let go of it. There is nothing you need to heal to be able to manifest. That in itself is a limiting belief. So you don't need to change something in order to manifest. You just say you have it, right? So you can work on your self-concept, for example, or different areas where you feel you've really struggled. And that is always beneficial, but it's not needed. You can just say, I have a lot of money. You don't need to go in and change all sorts of beliefs about your family and yourself and your intelligence. You can literally just say, I am extremely rich. I have tons of money. Whatever the case may be, it's just about repeating that you have your desired outcome. So as I said, you don't need to fix anything or create something in order to get your manifestation. You can go in steps, which is different. So you can start with SP is texting me, then you can say SP takes me on dates, then you can say SP is my boyfriend or girlfriend, and you can do it that way. It's all up to you. There is no right or wrong way to create your affirmations in that sense, but it's not about, okay, first I need to heal myself, first I need to gain confidence, first I need to do meditations or this or that. manifestation and law of assumption, it's literally changing your beliefs about what you do or do not have in your life. So your desired outcome can and will be yours in the 3D if you can convince yourself that you have it. It doesn't matter, right? Like, I'm not saying don't work on it, but essentially if we're talking about just getting a desire, it doesn't matter that you don't feel confident. It doesn't matter that your parents have taught you the opposite. It doesn't matter that you, really struggled and had a lot of bad relationships in your life. None of that matters. If you convince your subconscious mind that you now have that desired thing or that desired relationship, it has to become yours in the 3D because it's the law, no matter what you're feeling in regards to any other area. So I just wanted to clarify that removing blocks is not part of the manifesting process, because you can literally just go, you can do it that way if that's what you want to do and you think that's what would benefit you and you feel there's things you need to release emotionally, you can do that. But I wouldn't delay manifesting the person. I would do that alongside it. So you can do meditations and spiritual practices and all these different things that exist, that I can do a whole video on because they are beneficial, but maybe do it alongside. So whilst you spend, an hour a day affirming and looping your affirmations, you can spend, morning and evening, little 10-15 minute sections doing those other practices as well to heal the blocks, if you want to call it that. But I probably wouldn't. If you want your desire now and it's something you really want, don't delay, affirmations and a mental diet. Of course, it is a beneficial practice. I'm not saying that it's going to harm you, but what it does is it prevents you from creating the right assumption, because instead of focusing on looping affirmations, you're doing these other practices, right? Instead of manifesting your SP consciously, you are forgiving yourself and forgiving others. Nothing wrong with that. As I just said, it's beneficial. It's going to help you. It's going to help you grow and become your best self, in my opinion. I love those kind of practices. But when it comes to manifesting a specific outcome, those are not linking into that directly. You're not changing from SP won't commit to me to now SP is my boyfriend, SP is my girlfriend. What you're doing is saying, I forgive SP, I forgive myself. Writing out letters to your inner child. Like, these things are positive and they can only benefit you, in my opinion, but it's not changing your assumptions. You're not doing the work you need to get that specific exact outcome. So although it will help you identify insecurity and, as I said, become your best self, become more confident, there's nothing wrong with that. It's not an essential step. It's absolutely not necessary to get what you want. You can literally just go straight to saying, right, I'm married to SP, I have my dream job, I'm super confident, and you don't need to go through all those other smaller steps to get there. In my opinion, it also contributes to creating a limiting belief within yourself that you can't get exactly what you want, that it's not easy, that you have to go through these processes, that there are such a thing as blocks, and that you are blocked from getting your SP or whatever the case may be. And that's just not true. That's a belief you've chosen to take on, and that is subjective. A lot of coaches, I think, would not agree with that. Some will say it's essential, and some will tell you, heal your inner child. And that's okay. It's going to help you in some way, but it's not needed to manifest a specific outcome. In my opinion, it does kind of diminish your power and belief within yourself of being a creator with full control. Law of assumption is about being, I don't like this phrase necessarily, but God of your reality, master of your reality, the person and individual with full control over everything and everyone in terms of how your relationships are and what material items are in your life. So you control all of that. And by saying I have to heal and I have blocks and there's something within me that's stopping me, there's nothing. You decide, you change your thoughts, you are in control of your mind to some extent by, looping and repeating, you control your mind. So you're shifting your beliefs to something positive, and therefore you are completely shaping your reality. Your 3D reality is 100% malleable, which means that you can change it at any time, and you are the only one with full control and full ability to do that within your reality. So by saying there's this external thing, there's this mental blockage, there's this emotional blockage, you're allowing something else to kind of have power within you and stop you from understanding and feeling fully confident that you can have anything you want at any time. And that's kind of how I see it. So these blockages can be fixed with self-concept work. So if you want to really heal certain areas, or you think there's a lot of insecurity or deep-rooted issues within yourself that you identify as inner child wounds or blocks, however you want to call it, you can fix that with affirmations and go into just the normal, simple looping affirmations technique that I think Sammy Ingram really swears by, and that I pretty much swear by. I see that approach as the most logical, easiest way to manifest. So just work on your self-concept. If you feel that you have these areas, but you want to take my advice and you want to adopt this approach without causing any type of potential delay, work on your self-concept. Find areas and say, okay, well, I'm insecure from my childhood because of this. You can say, well, you can do, I've had a perfect childhood, or my parents and I have a perfect loving relationship, or I feel fully confident right now. Anything that you think identifies those, as you call it, blocks, use your self-concept to fix it, and then keep going with all the other desires you want. That way you're not causing delays by only focusing on trying to get rid of a block, but you're actually working on every area of your life. You're working on yourself, the way you view yourself, and you're just focusing on manifestation as a whole instead of trying to heal a block. Hopefully that makes sense. And that's all the advice I have for you guys in today's video. I hope it all was clarifying and inspirational and useful. And if you did think that, then please do thumbs up and subscribe and turn on the notification bell, and I will see you next time.